Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Xtremetarot, where we do moon readings and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for Pisces. It's going to be a messages from your person reading. I'm going to quickly interpret the overall energy that I'm picking up on here with some pre-shuffled oracles. And if you find it doesn't resonate, please feel free to check my Pisces playlist. I have the titles on there that listed that you may resonate with more so than this reading. If that's the case, please feel free to watch that. I'm going to get 8 message cards and then clarify with tarot just to see the message that your person most wants to bring forth to you. So what do we have here? We have the Thinker card, number 44. We also have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers, as well as the deer spirit and the death energy. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings and bring a gentle touch. Okay, so I would say that as of right now, the main thing, I think your person is feeling very apart from you, very cut off from you. I have to turn off my air. Cut off and apart from you. They are really feeling the distance between you both. And with the Thinker card being here, I feel that they are a very logical person. And it's interesting that the song you got was a Sarah McLachlan song from the album Surfacing, which is one of my favorite albums of all time. But it's a little depressing, and the theme of that song is very similar to the theme I'm picking up on here. First of all, the song is called Do What You Have to Do, and there's this one part of the song that is reminding me of this, when she's like, and I have the sense to recognize that I don't know how to let you go. It's that same logical energy that I'm getting with the Thinker and the Mintakan, longing for home. That's making me think of, again, the message of that song where she's longing and yearning for this person. What does she compare it to? An ember burning hot, burning slow. I'm shaken by the violence of existing for only you. How else does that song go? I'm ever swiftly moving, trying to, every moment marked with apparitions of your soul. I'm ever swiftly moving, trying to escape this desire. It's almost like I know that this isn't logical, but at the same time, I can't not feel the way that I feel. So I'll just try to find ways to combat the longing, but in the meantime, I'm very lonely and sad without you, I think they would say. Anyway, we also have this death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings, and the deer spirit bring a gentle touch. I think with the deer energy being here, they've really tried to understand your side, and even that song that we were talking about, that's the message. Do what you have to do. Like, and fate has led you through it. You do what you have to do. It's not that they're feeling resentful, bitterness, or anything of the sort towards you. It's more so that they're feeling, I know it's not you. I can't let you go, but I know that there needs to be this death here. So like, even so I can have my own new beginning. They want that, but they don't know how to let you go. They don't know how to let this dream go. And that's what this Mintakan, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it's a very much like a dreamy feeling. I think they do get caught up in dreams and like fantasies of you, but then they visit with their logical mind, and their logical mind is discouraging them from getting caught up in a fantasy and asking them to look at the facts. Look at what's in front of you. Look at maybe the past behaviors of this person, the past actions of this person. Or if it's not that, think about the situation that we're in, because longing for home and belonging, that could also point to some sort of like literal long distance across oceans. I mean, this is looking like she's looking at a different planet, so it could be like a significant distance. Something where they're like literally barred, like the army, like something like that, where it's there, you can't be together right now. And it's just like very difficult for the both of you. Well, I really don't know what it's like for you, but it's very difficult for your person. So, okay, let's get going with these messages here. Where did I put them? Right here. Okay. What would Pisces person most want to communicate to Pisces right now? We're just going to get them all out, and then we'll try to talk about them. So what would Pisces person most want to communicate to Pisces? I know I need to grow up. Meet me in the 5D and tell me your fears and doubts. Okay, these are way too far apart. Oh no, I have to do the tarot too. Sorry, I forgot. I'm going to put clarify with tarot, so I'm going to just leave them where they were. Let me just take a quick look. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. You smell so good. What would Pisces person? It's so hard for me to open up. I am trying. You always have such nice things to say. You're so sexy. I don't know if I should have curses on here. I know YouTube's like cracking down. Or let's not do that, but... You're so sexy. What would Pisces person most want to say? I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. And you have such zest for life. Okay. Back of the deck is meeting you changed me in so many ways. All right, so what do we have going on here? We have mostly green, so I feel that your person is mainly in their feels. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's pretty evenly split with the cards are saying to you, like, you smell good, you always this, you have such zest for life, and I'm scared. It's hard for me to open up. I know I need to grow up, and meet me in the 5D and tell me your fears and doubts. That's more of like a let's come together, meet up kind of a thing. That's not really about them or you. It's about both of you, I guess. So I would say that they have a pretty good, again, they're logical. Like, they're not obsessing just about you. They're also looking at themselves and like where they need to grow and they need to change. I'm getting a sense that they are very spiritual. This card, or at least they believe in some sort of telepathic communication that they think they can have with you, or even just some sort of healing, some sort of, even if it's just related to their emotions, just they know how to like be cathartic, like cry and get their tears and their feelings out, and that they'll feel better afterwards, even if this doesn't relate to like a telepathic connection with you. It could just be the way that they have learned how to heal themselves, and maybe to be more gentle with themselves. That's just like a side note, but that's kind of the initial vibe that I'm getting from them. Again, you always have such nice things to say. I don't feel that they're looking at you with any sort of ill will or ill feelings. They don't blame you. They think you're nice, and maybe if anything, they're like embarrassed about the level of their feelings for you, and think that you're so nice to them about it, even if you don't feel the same way. Something like that. Like, they appreciate the kindness you've shown them, maybe when they were maybe in their shadow energy, not in their best energy that they're the most proud of. However that translates to your connection and to your person. There's fear here. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. In this case, I think it might be more that they're scared to let it go, and maybe that they're also scared to give in, because we have it's hard for me to open up. I am trying. I more so feel with this, we're going to clarify it with tarot, but it's more so like them saying, I know I need to move on. I am trying to move on, like something like that. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. I'm scared to 100% let go. It could almost be like the opposite. Obviously, I don't have cards like that. So I'm just kind of reading the right, like between the lines here. So let's start clarifying. Let's clarify. It's so hard for me to open up. I am trying. How is Pisces? What does Pisces person mean by this statement? It's so hard for them to open up. They are trying. How are they? What does this card mean? What does Pisces person mean by this? We're just going to get one. But that was the Two of Wands and the Nine of Cups. What does Pisces person mean by this? The Two of Pentacles. I feel that their emotions come in waves. I feel that it's a constant juggling act, like that's depicted on this card. Whereas 1 minute, it feels manageable. Okay, I can, whether this is referring to opening up or trying to move on from this connection, I really feel like it's about trying to move on. I see a ship here as well. I think they, at some points, feel almost hopeful that I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. They try to be gentle with themselves. They think that they can find something new and really like allow this to come to a close. But because we have this like 10 of Pentacles, which is like an ending. Number 10 is an ending and a new beginning. It's kind of like similar to death energy in a way to me. And they want to have a future. I don't think they want, it's almost like they try to look at their future. And this is, I think, when their logical mind is coming in as well, because I'm noticing this hat really like prominently, where it's so hard. I am trying. They're trying because they feel that they're gonna miss out on like a new beginning for themselves if they don't really like let this go. And this could have been the same logic that they had when maybe if they express their emotions to you or something like that, because if they have, because they wanted to just move on from this without any regrets of, oh, maybe if I would have said something, if I would have done something, if I would have made it really crystal clear how I felt, then even if they still don't want me, I'll know that it's a no and I can move on. So I feel like that's the sort of logic that if they did open up to you and put their heart on the line or something, that was like the logic that they had almost. It's weird. It's like they're defeated before they even try. They're having the idea, like, I know that this person's gonna reject me, so I'm just gonna put it all out there and like rip off the band-aid, and then I'll be able to move on with my life. But in this case, I don't think they're able to move on. And they didn't expect that. And they're kind of like, huh. It keeps coming in waves, and it almost looks like the waves keep getting bigger and like the waters keep getting more turbulent. Ooh, all right. What about, I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. The Three of Swords, and the Hermit. I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. Again, I don't know if they're able to let this go. It's interesting. I'm getting something from this where the sword stuck in the heart say it was like an actual like stab puncture wound, say, but not a sword, because that would probably kill you, but not a toothpick, a needle. It can't heal while there's still like a needle in there, if that makes sense. So I feel like this person is almost like twisting the knife. I'm getting a sense of twisting the knife. Maybe they think about a lot of painful memories, a lot of painful, I think they look back and just analyze what happened between you, the way he's looking back to the left. And I feel like in a way sometimes they do that and get like a more hopeful message as well. But I think, again, it's that sort of wave energy that was here, where they're maybe going back and forth over painful conversations that you've had. Imagining you with somebody else could also be a thing. Replaying it's they're twisting the knife in their own heart. I'm getting, that's the vibe that I'm getting from this. They, especially if you have said some things to them, I think that your words have really like affected, even if it, but okay, you always have such nice things to say. I know that's right above it, but I almost feel like if you did say anything sort of harsh to them, it affected them that much more because you are so nice. And whatever harsh words came out, they'll never like forget it. I just feel like, not that they'll never forget it, but it's, they're in it right now, really thinking about all the harsh things that have gone on between you. Even, I am getting almost that it's words with the swords, because that's what they represent, but yeah, but I'm scared to 100% give into these feelings. I do feel like they're scared to let this go. Almost, I think that their pain has become a sort of security blanket for them. At least they have these memories. At least they have their pain. It's almost like a vibe like that. Yeah. All right, let's move on, and maybe we'll come back to this. You always have such nice things to say. We have the Two of Swords. It's almost that they think that you're such a nice person. You're such a good person. In a way, they have you on a pedestal. In a way, they see you as above them, like this in this card. That if you don't care about their feelings, it must be because they're not worth it. Or, yeah, Six of Pentacles, they're not worth it, or they don't deserve it, or they really are a bad person, or they really are a loser, or something like that. It's almost that they're defending you in their mind, in their own mind, at the expense of themselves. Like, they see themselves as the bad guy. Forget about them seeing you as the bad guy. They think you're right to treat them this way or something. Like, not even that, they're not surprised. You know what I mean? They're not surprised. You're so sexy. Oh my god, was I supposed to have that on there? What am I doing? All right. They're maybe, again, looking at you thinking like, why would somebody like you want to be with someone like me, especially if you are someone that's very attractive? It's almost that they're really getting down on themselves, thinking that maybe they're not attractive, or that if this person could have anyone, why would they ever pick me? Like, I wouldn't pick me if I was them. Like, it's like literally like that. Oh, sorry, I keep saying like. Yeah, let's just go ahead and clarify that while we're here. The Ten of Pentacles, they think that you have it all. They think that you are the whole package. You're so sexy. But with the Ten of Pentacles, again, they think that you're worth 10 Pentacles and that maybe they're worth only 2. I'm getting that with these twos here, that they don't feel, maybe even they think your family would look down on them, or that they just don't fit in with your world. They see maybe even like a financial, like a class difference in the way you grew up, or your jobs or your level of education, pentacles things, earthly things, your career, your value as a person, as the way it's seen in like on the earthly plane. And this whole Mintakan thing, remember how I was saying they're spiritual, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. This card talks about light workers, people be, you know, star seeds from other star systems, other planets or whatever, that have like just had other lifetimes on other planets and then incarnate here on Earth, which I believe in. I think that makes sense. Like if there is life on other planets, like if there's God, I don't think it's just God or spirit of Earth. It would be for all. And why can't people like hop around if they want? I mean, I don't know. That to me makes sense. But anyway, they maybe feel like they don't belong here. And so their value, and I don't even think they would say this about themselves, like, oh, my value is not earthly, it's spiritual. Like, I don't think they have any value at all. But maybe they are kind of picking up on something that your family wouldn't necessarily value them. But with this deer spirit, I can see that they're a very sensitive, caring, compassionate person that probably is talented and has some sort of healing gifts or something with the original light workers. And in this card, it's like, you might be a light worker, blah, blah, blah. That's what it was saying. So maybe your person is some sort of healer, something like that. So it would be their gifts and their talents wouldn't maybe be recognized by just run-of-the-mill earth-bound people that are sort of not really spiritual, you know, and don't really understand those concepts and things. So yeah, I feel like they're feeling isolated, maybe from society as a whole in a way, and you are a part of that society and you fit in well with that society, and they probably think like, I'm just a little outcast weirdo over here and I'm stuck here and like I can't go home, I can't get over this person, I can't find where I belong, maybe I don't belong anywhere. It's very lonely and sad. Like they feel very removed from society or from people in general. And maybe it's something where if you would have given them some sort of green light or a little stamp of approval, they would have felt a lot better about themselves, and they were maybe counting on that. And that's why this has hit them so hard. I know I need to grow up. What's that about? The Wheel of Fortune. And the Six of Pentacles. Again, with the Six of Pentacles being here, I think this is them saying, I know I need to like be better. Like I know it's me. Just again, they're looking up at this pedestal and they see themselves as a beggar and you as this rich merchant or whatever he's supposed to represent. But it's like they think if they can change something on the outside that you would maybe see them as worthy. It's like sad. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, like their value is what needs to change, and they're kind of trying to come up with ideas, I think, of how they could impress you or show you that they are worthy or worth it. I think that's what this is saying. It's almost like you give them a sort of motivation, which is interesting. And even in that song, Ever Swiftly Moving, trying to escape this desire, maybe it's become so, because this is clearly heavily on their mind with Thinker. It's a number 44, which is a master number, which is making me think that they've mastered the art of thinking about you, because that's all they do. They can't get you off of their head, so maybe they've developed some sort of techniques, or they will. And that's what this whole Wheel of Fortune is trying to say to you, that they're not going to be able to continue in this pattern. I'm ever swiftly moving, trying to escape this desire. They are going to start doing things to escape this desire that I think are going to perpetuate them forward. Perpetuate them forward? Is that phrase make sense? That are gonna propel them forward, maybe I meant to say. I'm sorry. Anyway, that are going to propel them forward. I feel like they are very stuck when it comes to you, and maybe it has to get so bad for them to, like, they really have to hit bottom for them to start rising again. Meet me in the 5D. We have the Knight of Pentacles. The fact that they're saying this to you, meet me in the 5D and tell me your fears and doubts, when it's so clear that they're in such a distraught energy right now, heavy mental energy. The energy of death is here. We have the 3 of Swords, the 2 of Swords, and just everything that I've been picking up, longing for home. The 4 of Cups is here. I feel like they still want to quell, is that how you say that word? Quell your fears and doubts. They're not even thinking about their own, which isn't really healthy. And I remember how at the beginning I was saying, like, they were in sort of a healthy energy, because it was pretty evenly split, but it was more balanced, their statements about themselves and their statements about you. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm noticing that now that I've dug deeper into the cards, their statements about themselves are, like, very bad. Like, I know I need to grow up. I know I'm not worthy, and I need to change in order for this person to see me as a worthy candidate. Even you always have such nice things to say. There's this sort of negative connotation about themselves. I'm scared to give into these feelings. They enjoy feeling pain and think they almost, like, not enjoy feeling pain, but maybe this is something that they've only really known, this feeling of left out, outcast, not belonging, and twisting their own knife is just like a habit. It's almost like a self-soothing habit, which seems weird to say because it's like that now it's perpetuating their pain, but it's something that they do. I don't know. You have such zest for life. Oh, okay, sorry. But, let me just finish talking about this Knight of Pentacles. But they have this bring a gentle touch. I feel like they have this determination. And this is all the fixed signs, I believe, on the Wheel of Fortune. And I was seeing the World as well. Even 10 of Pentacles is a very fixed energy to me. And I saw the Hierophant too, which is Taurus. A lot of earth energy here. They want to be a stable presence for you. Even if they're losing it, like, they're gonna still, like, I think energetically be there for you. Whether you feel you have a spiritual connection or not, this person wants to be there for you. Energetically, like I was saying, I think they have some sort of healing gift, so maybe they send you healing energy or try to do things like that, pray for you even. It could be as simple as that. But oh my god, please pray for my customer Ralph. I just forgot to say that if you're still here. He is 94 years old. He is having open heart surgery. Like, he's getting 3 stents put in. I think that's open heart surgery, I don't really know, but I am so worried about him. I just found out tonight at work. Ralph, please say a prayer for Ralph. Like, he is the sweetest man. He comes in to my job every Wednesday with his girlfriend Mary that he met at the gym. Like, he's 95. I thought they were married. One day I asked them. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm telling you his whole life story. But anyway, they met at the gym. He comes in with his girlfriend Mary. They dance every night. Like, I've been waiting on them for 2 years. Like, they're just so cute, and he is the sweetest, most adorable human being. Like, you don't even know. Please say a prayer for this man. Like, God bless you, Ralph. We love you. Okay, anyway. He has such zest for life, sorry. Okay. Meet me in the 5D and tell me your fears and doubts. Like, you would say a prayer for them. That's what started this whole thing. You're gonna be willing to suit up and do battle for this person. In the 5D, you're going to soothe them. Like I said, you want to quell their fears and doubts. You're not even, like, really worried about your own. You're not like, meet me in the 5D and soothe my fears and doubts. You're like, I'll soothe yours even though I'm going through it. I'll put it to the side and I'll make you my main priority right now, because that's how I do. That's what your person would say. Like, they're very, like, loyal. They're very loyal to you. They're very, again, with the perseverance, like, they're like, you can depend on me, and I'm going to show you that you can depend on me. Like, no one else has ever been there for you, like I'm going to be there for you. And this also could be stemming from their own, because maybe you feel that people have been there for you and you're like, that's not true. But maybe no one's really been there for them. And that's why this whole like outcast feeling that they have, and they just never want you to feel that way. They really love you. I know this sounds a little weird, but they really love you. All right. You smell so good. All right. Can we... That's too many. I got the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. Or you have zest for life? You have zest for life. Okay, with this card. The Six of Pentacles. Again, this is them just dreaming. I feel like they're just looking at you like, you're amazing. We have the Emperor on the bottom of the deck. Maybe they're in Aries, but they look at you, see you on a pedestal. They're willing to accept anything you want to give them. They feel like they're a beggar, and they maybe feel like there's like competition. There might be somebody else in the mix here, another potential romantic partner or many. I mean, I don't know your situation, but it's like with these balance scales, they think that's fair. Like it's like they almost think they see themselves as a beggar. They see themselves as somebody, and they see you as like the Emperor. And even I think if other people are pursuing them, they're just not interested in it. They can't see it. But I don't know. You have such zest for life. Again, maybe this is okay, because the Four of Cups is like about apathy. It is about apathy and having an apathetic approach to life. And maybe that's something they see you as a very active, action-oriented person, and by comparison, they themselves feel, again, like the sad, like damp. I just think like of like a heavy, because she's dripping with water. Like I'm thinking of like a waterlogged feeling from your person. Just heavy, chin in their hands, thinking, feeling sad. Just her chin is in her hands. That's why I said that. But yeah, something about being waterlogged. And they see you with the zest of getting fiery energy, and yeah, they just are, it's just highlighting the difference. I'm really getting that they're seeing themselves like down here and you like up here. You smell so good. It's two. Eight of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. All right, clarify. You smell so... Okay, the Chariot and the Star. Okay, we got one. The Ace of Cups. I just think that they have an outpouring of love with the you smell so good. It's almost, I feel like they've cried a lot about this. I know this is the Ace of Cups, which could be very like almost like a positive omen, but I think that they almost, I'm getting a sense that they like of devotion. I'm getting a vibe of devotion from this. Like, sorry, not, I can't try not to say like, yeah, Kiki. They're getting us, I'm getting a sense of devotion, whereas they are willing to almost sacrifice any idea of new love for themselves. And that's what I think they go back and forth between, that I was getting here on this card. Yes, Kiki. Yes, baby girl. Where they... Remember when we had the Four of Cups here? And how I was saying other people might be pursuing them, but they just don't notice it, or they're just not into it. They have a very apathetic view, even though I believe they do want to let you go, but I don't know how to let you go. That Sarah McLachlan song again. It's do what you have to do. I feel like that's really the vibe that your person is in. I don't know how to let you go. I don't necessarily even want to. I do, but I don't. Again, it's that whole like, I do, but I don't. I think their feelings for you always win out at the end of the day. That's like the vibe that I'm getting. So I don't think they're going anywhere, but I think that this connection with you hurts them. And not that you're doing anything to them to hurt them, but it's the way that they see you on such a pedestal. Even here, she's sitting on a lower block. There's like a higher one here. This person looks like they're looking up. They feel very insignificant compared to you. And they see you as like up here, the center of their world. The Eight of Swords, the Page of Wands. It's a sense of like, I finally found my home. I finally found where I belong, but I'm not allowed in. I don't get it. Like, it's very confusing and painful for them because they feel that they maybe feel that you meet me in the 5D. They clearly think you have some sort of spiritual connection. That's what that card is telling me. And I think they think that you're like aware of it, or they want you to become aware of it and realized that you're both the same and that you belong together. So that's really all I'm getting. I feel like they just would want to compliment you and gush about how amazing you are, and also tell you, don't worry, like, I get why you don't want to be with me. Like, I'm also getting another Janae song, The Worst, when she's like, I don't need you, but I want you. I don't mean to. The part where she's like, I don't mean to. Like, I don't mean to. I just can't help it. And I'm so sorry. I know I'm so annoying. I wish I didn't meet you so I wouldn't have to, like, I don't know, make you feel this way or be so annoying or be such a burden on you. Something like that. I don't know. This is kind of cray, but this is like a heavy, everything about you is so intriguing and attractive. Everything about you. I have a huge fear of intimacy. So maybe they're the type, I'll never not forgive you. Yeah. I have a huge fear of intimacy. Maybe they're the type that needs a sort of like romantic hero of their dreams, to sort of dream about it at night, and that feels more safer to them than an actual relationship. So, oh my God. All right. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to leave it there, but I hope that reading helped someone out there, helped you understand your person a little bit better. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next reading, okay? Bye.